Now, part one of an investigation by the Media Research Centre found that liberal billionaire George Soros was tied to more than 250 media organisations all around the world. Part two was just released, and Brent Bozell, who conducted the investigation, is with us now. OK, Brent, go through part two. What did you find?
Well, in part two, we looked at the money to see how much money George Soros is investing in those 250 million organizations worldwide. It's an astonishing number, $131 million since between 2016 and 2020. That is far more than any entity, any foundation, anyone else, probably in the world, investing in it. But then you have to ask yourself, where is that money going? To who are they funding? And some of the organizations that they are funding are astonishing. They are funding organizations like Open Democracy. They gave them $1.6 million. They do things such as publishing support for Palestinian rocket attacks against Israel, and they call it a, quote, necessary counter-discourse against a, quote, colonial power. They've given money to a group called the Project Syndicate, which publishes anti-American propaganda from former Iranian President Hassan Rouhani. It has given $2 million to Wikipedia. Everybody knows just how left-wing Wikipedia is. In fact, in 2021, the founder of Wikipedia said they were going to start disallowing and suppressing some media outlets like Fox News as editorial sources. In 2019, they gave $250 million to Vice Media. And what is Vice Media? Well, Vice Media is one of these pretenders on television. They are so extremist, they had a reporter, Marie Solis, who did a story about how she learned how to do an abortion on a papaya. They did another story where they promoted, the title of the story was Trans Kids and Their Parents Who Are Deciding When to Start a Medical Transition. This is a man who wants to fundamentally change the world. He has said his goal is to change the arc of history. He understands how powerful the media are, and the media are the tip of the spear for the left, and it's George Soros who's funding it.
I'm glad you found that out. That's a very good investigation. Brent, one more for you. Matt Taibbi. Now, he was one of the journalists who released Musk's Twitter files, and he's sounding off on the government's involvement in big tech censorship. You got to watch this, Brent. Roll it, please.
I think we can say pretty conclusively, after looking at tens of thousands of emails over the course of these weeks, that the government was in the censorship business in a huge way, and not just one agency, really every conceivable wing of the enforcement agencies of the U.S. government were in some way or another sending moderation requests to Twitter, and in many cases those requests were being fulfilled.
That's extraordinary. It just came right out there. What's your reaction, Brent?
If the media were objective and professional, they would nominate Matt Taibbi for Pulitzer. He not only will he not be nominated, he'll never be invited to another office party that the media have, because he's the only one who is reporting this. This is stunning. After Twitter said that nobody was influencing them and they were doing any censorship at their own sole discretion, what Matt Taibbi has discovered is that all manner of intelligence agencies and government agencies were saying, nope, don't let this person, nope, don't let this person, nope, don't let this person. Think about Adam Schiff. The infamous Adam Schiff didn't like a reporter who was questioning the work he was doing. He gave that reporter's name to Twitter and said, I want you to ban him because he supports QAnon theories. Now, in that case, they didn't go along with him. But then you've got them saying that what they said was that if any intelligence agency gives you any name of anyone they say that are interfering with elections, you are to ban that person. Well, guess what? Hunter Biden's laptop fell under that rubric, and they call it collusion in the elections, and that was their justification for not letting that story get out to the American people.
There'd be a lot more coming out if the Republicans could get their act together in the House. Brent Bozell, great stuff.
Absolutely. This is huge.
It is huge.
This is huge.
Thanks for being with us, Brent. Always good.